Today we're going to learn how to search for a status of a property. And we want to see if a specific property is still under the homeowner on our list, if the property is currently up for sale with a realtor, or if the property already sold in the last 2, 3, 4 years. It's very important for us. We actually going after those properties and we don't need to work under properties that already sold or currently up for sale. So one of the ways to do that, we will use Imapp again, and by copy the address, we'll go to Imapp and we'll get all the information. So I'll copy the address. I'll go here. I'll search for the property. We have two results. The one that is mine is obviously by the address. The reason we got another result is because this address have very similar. It's 151 and this one is 51, and that's our actually address. So I look on these two results and I see that is my address, but this is like a different owner. I already can see that this property is sold. It's telling me over here, in case you have a couple of results, usually you'll see that page, but it will tell you last sale 52,000 on 2018. Show you sold, and also already going to show me a different homeowner, but so you can see here. But usually when you search for a property, you'll go to that page. This is the page that you're going to see once you search for a property. So a couple of ways to see if a property recently sold. First and foremost, we can look on those signs here. That's our subject, property, and we see like a little flag that says sold. If I see here, it says it's a closed sale. Someone already bought the sale. This one will show it's a pending sale. It's in a process of selling. Those are properties usually that sell with the realtors. We don't want those properties. And here, it will show us active. Those are usually the main ones that we want to see. Cancelled. All of those are signs of the status of the property. So right now, we can see there is a status. It's sold because it was recently. I can press on it and say, look, close sale for $69,500 in 2018. Okay, so I can see that. And here I can see the last sale before that. So someone bought it for $52 and in the same day flipped it for $69,000, $70,000. So that's one way. Second way, we can see it's a different homeowner. We can see the name, it's different. We're supposed to see Sydney Colebrook. So we can see the address here. That's the owner on my list. I confirm it's the same address, but we see that the homeowner already changed. This property already sold. And the other location, we can go to the sales information. Sales information will show us the deed that it sold on July 12th for $52,000 for that company. And that's recently. Today is the 29th. A month ago, this property, 20 days ago, this property was sold. So I will go back to my list in that case, and I will mark that in red because I don't need property that already sold. Let's try another one. So again, we'll look on the signs here. If they're fresh, we'll look on the year of the sale. We'll look of the homeowner if it changed. Sales information, if I want to know when, you can get more information. But here, on the sales information, who's the buyer usually here that bought the property, and who was the seller. The seller, Felix Dennis. The buyer, La Primera Development LLC. Let's do another search. Let's see if this one sold. I'll search on Imapp. Let's look for the signs. There is no sign. I see this one for sale, but this is my property. I'll press on it. And I see last sale, $150,000 in 2013. That was like 5 years ago. In that case, I usually still write the property down. But if we go here, I can see that on my list, it's Daniel Rodriguez. I'm looking for that owner. But when I found the property, I see that now it's a different owner. It's the bank. So the bank took possession of the property. And we can see here, Daniel Rodriguez in 2013 the bank bought the property or foreclosed on that property from Daniel Rodriguez. In that case, in that scenario, what we are going to do, we also going to mark the property red because we actually looked for Daniel Rodriguez. We wanted to buy the property for him. We don't buy properties from the bank. So in that case, there is nothing that we can do. I'll mark that in red. Let's look here. By the way, if I'll go here again to that property, here it's telling me MLS listing info. All those properties that for sale or sold, they usually sell on that platform MLS. So if I want to see more of the selling info of the last sale or rental, I will press on that and I will have all the information. 2013, that was the last sale, bank-owned property, sold as is. So that's the location that I will usually, if I want to see more information, photos of the property when it's sold, sometimes we can see here more information about the property. I press on, I see that the status was canceled, it didn't sell, and the owner just took possession on it. Let's check another property again. Let's go to Michelin. Okay. I see no sign here, so that's good. I don't see MLS here, obviously, because we don't see any sign here. And I see the same homeowner like I have in my list. So that's a property that I'm not going to mark in red because it's sold or up for sale. The last sale of the property, she owned the property since 1983. So that was the last sale. The reason that this property is marked in red, it's because it had foreclosure on a bank. We usually don't deal with properties that have a mortgage, and in that case there is a mortgage. So that's the reason why the property was marked red in general. But we'll get there in the next step, the next videos. For now, we're just looking status of properties, if they are up for sale, if they sold recently. Let's see. Let's go here. Can see W mean cancelled, it was up for sale and they canceled the sale. That's probably the listing information of the sale. I have photos of the property, I can see, and I can see it was temporary off the market. They didn't try to sell, they just put it for rental. It's a rental. I will go backward, I'll press on the property tax. All right. And I'll see when was the last time the property, 2016. Because someone bought that property 2 years ago, I marked it in red. We're usually not working on properties if someone bought them in the last 3-4 years. But because it was 2 years ago, there is no need to work on that lead right now. So that's why I'll mark it in red. So again, here we can see a quick review if the property it was on the market, listed for $1,550 in 2017. Here they listed again in 2016 and listed for sale on 2016. Someone tried to sell it, but someone bought it. If I want to see the last sales, I will see here the date, the seller information, and the buyer information. That's the buyer and the price they bought the property. So that will give me all the information, and the sale before that and the sale before that. That will show me all the sales history. All right? Let's do a new search. Pick up a different address. Let's see. Michael Vandetti. Search for him. Michael Vandetti, see that's the owner. Property not for sale, no signs, that's the owner. But foreclosure, we had foreclosure in 2018. The last sale was in 92. The reason the property marked in red, because we had foreclosure, it belonged to a bank, or probably going to be belong to a bank, and it's a very expensive house, so we don't deal with that as well. But for now, sell. I'll give you another small example. Let's just search that one. All right, we are looking for Fiza Ramos, 6251 4th Street. 4th Street. That's the one. I can see already last sale 2018. So this property also sold. Let's see. All right. A bit slow. Okay. Yolanda Perez here. Fira Ramos. Yolanda Perez got this house. It's different property. Monsoon Discount Properties LLC. Yeah, they're probably moving to a family. Always make sure it's the same address. Yeah, it's the same address. The property sold. Different owners. And we can see here Ramos and Fiza, 2018, recently. I can mark that in red. Check that one. Well, wait, it seems like it's a little bit slow today. All right, Monique Taylor, that's the website, address, that's a property. I don't see any sign on it, so it's not for sale. Usually I will look for the RCT to see if it's for sale and when the last time it was sold. So that will show me when the last time. I want again, it sold 95. I want 3-4 years backward, and it's not for sale. So that's property is good. That's the homeowner need. That's a property. So that's basically how we look for the status of the property, if it's sold or if it's up for sale currently. And again, the RCT will tell us if it was on the property, that it's up for sale or for rent. And here we'll see the past sales of the property. When was the last time sometimes bought it? Until the next video. Goodbye.